We are back at the grocery outlet early in the morning, so let's get to it. Looks like the front hasn't changed very much, except for these are now $4.97 for the pack of drinks. So I did find out one of my kiddos does like this flavor. I'm not sure about that one. We might have to come back for this. I'm not sure. The price at some of these Tide Pods, isn't that crazy? There's 63 of them in there for $22, and this one has much more. It has, does it have the same amount? No, it has the same amount, and $26. Isn't that crazy? Absolutely crazy. Same, different prices. Let me know, what kind of laundry soap do you buy? With this, I feel like this is kind of expensive for what it is. Ocean Mist. These are the scent beads. $17.99. Crazy. I never look in this section, and I will have to say this caught my eye. Very cute, the tiki cup. I do have a bunch of these meal prep containers. You know, to be honest with you, I don't feel like they're very great, and when I do a meal prepping video, I will explain. Alright, we are always checking out the pet food aisle because I have pets and I like to do cheap. And look at this. 4 for $1. And then they have these for 69 cents. I feel like Pet Supplies, we missed this deal. Look at that. Empty. Pet Supplies have gone up quite a bit. Quite a bit. You see, these are 50 cents. Which makes those 50 cents. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some things that we need and move along. Alright, I feel like this is important. These are usually anywhere between $2.99 to $3.99 on Chewy.com or other websites, but these are $1.99, so I went ahead and picked some of these up for my dog Violet. She does like to have some of these, especially in the winter time. So I try to keep a little bit of a stock of wet dog food. These caught my eye. These axolotl sparkly little squish guys. This is something that my youngest son would very much so love. Alright, back to looking for some deals. We're not just here for deals today. I did end up getting some things that were necessities because someone thought that I don't buy necessity items, which I think is kind of funny. Gosh, these sound so good. Creamsicle cookies, and they're $1.99. All of these are so good looking. Oh my gosh. Strawberry shortcake cookies. Let me know if these were a thing when you were a kid. Definitely a hit when I was a kid. When the ice cream man came around, this is what we wanted. And if not, it was for sure that. Alright. So I did forget the jelly or jam for PB&J sandwiches. This blackberry jam was calling to me, but I am looking for a possible deal. I'm not sure. Let me know, does anybody eat this goober grape? I don't eat goober grape. This looks like it's blackberry as well, but it is $4.49. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one, and that way I can pack lunches. What I am seeing, or am I seeing things? $14.99 for 5 dozen eggs. Crazy. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Alright you guys, how is this possible? These went down to 17 cents. I will say I did try the vanilla one. It is okay, but I'm not really sure brown batter cookie chocolate chip would sound good with my coffee, so I'm gonna pass. See, these big things of spaghetti are $1.49. You guys, this thing is huge. I say we grab a couple of these. This is literally 2 pounds of sauce. How could we say no to that? I'm grabbing a few. We're doing the thing. I think that we need to talk about coffee prices that are going to be going up, because I'm seeing it literally everywhere. However, I feel like this is a really good deal on these coffee creamers, 99 cents. Pumpkin spice Swiss Miss, pretty good deal. It looks like they also have a bigger thing of hazelnut creamer, but all of the pumpkin spice stuff is starting to come out. Let me know, do you like pumpkin spice? I forgot to mention that since the bathroom is done, I can start looking at bathroom stuff. Like, legitimately look at bathroom stuff that I haven't bought in years now. Years. Because the bathroom is done. I saw some bath rugs over here. Yes, I did. $9.99. I've been looking at bath rugs all over, and I don't really want to wait to order one on Amazon because I need one right now. So I think if I can get this one, we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, I spent all this stuff out of my budget, and I'll explain how I got the money, and we'll go over everything that I bought, and something may have jumped in my cart and I had to purchase it and take it home with me because why not? Okay, so I was handed some money by my hubby, who's been doing some side hustling, and he said, go get some cat litter. Now, normally I'd go to Costco to buy more cat litter, but I didn't, because I'm not going to go to the city and drive all that way just to buy cat litter. Seems a little bit stupid, so I'm not going to do it. Okay? If I had to go to the doctor, if I needed to go to Winco, if I needed to go to Walmart or Target or something to that matter, if I had other things to do, I would have gone, but I didn't. Okay? So, I got 2 of these Arm & Hammer double duty cat litters. I do tend to misbudget how much cat litter I need for the month. And I think it hasn't helped since I haven't been going to PetSmart, because I buy PetSmart cat litter for much cheaper. I need to go back to doing that, because these were $14.99 a piece. And I know someone's going to be like, you shouldn't have pets if you're on a low income. Well, you ain't paying for it, so keep your comments to yourself. Okay? I ended up getting a bath mat because we need to start looking for things for the bathroom because we don't have them. Plain and simple. The bathroom remodel just got okayed to do the painting and all the different things. I'm doing the painting and all the things. Probably, that was loud traffic. I'm probably going to do the painting on my next day off along with my husband, so that way we know that it's getting done, especially while the weather is hot and it'll dry fast. Okay, so I also got these Prego Italian sausage and garlic family size spaghetti sauces. I did get 3 of these. I don't care what the best by date on them is, because of the fact that we're gonna go through them pretty fast. Because if you know anything about being broke, cheap, frugal, or if you're just trying to stretch every single penny you have, spaghetti tacos, casseroles, all those different things can stretch your budget. Okay, so I ended up getting 3 of those. We're going to use them. Don't worry, they'll be gone likely before the holidays. I did end up getting some of these little Slurpees. My cats do like these. I also got 2, 4, 6, 8 of these Meow Mix pate gravy tuna and salmon. Gigi, my black cat, she loves her seafood items. Whitefish, salmon. She likes chicken as well, but she is very picky, and she is my Meow Mix girl. And so when I saw those, I said, that's the one. I'm grabbing that. Also, I ended up grabbing 6 of these Crave beef pate, and they are real beef, and also has it as the first ingredient. Okay, now these tend to be pretty expensive. You can buy a case of 12 of these for $36 according to my area, my zip code, and all the different things on the internet. So for $1.99, I figured Violet, my big dog, would be pretty happy about these, especially in the winter time. Now, she is an older dog, so I do try to make sure that she gets some wet food in the winter time because it keeps her filled up, and a lot of the time I'm looking for the first ingredients being real meat. Okay, otherwise you're just buying a bunch of filler and it's not worth it. Okay, though I will say better fed than dead, and that includes animals. Okay, I also got this blackberry jam because I'm going to be making some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for myself, especially when I move along to the other restaurant that I'm working at, because the one I'm working at is going under remodel. Now, I said I wasn't going to talk about jobs on this channel unless it was on members only, but you will be seeing me pack a lunch because I want variety, and not only that, it's healthier if I bring my own lunch. Okay. Sparkly axolotl. This jumped in my cart. I know. You're probably thinking, Amanda, you got back to school, you've got your car repair, all the different things going on, space rent going up for the mobile home park in November. Why are you buying this now? I am pre-thinking about future family needs, and I have a birthday coming up in December for my soon-to-be 11-year-old son. Now, he will likely have to wait for this until his birthday time, but I couldn't say no for $9.99, and it just gives a little extra something. Now, I will mention this because I got asked it before in many comments. Why don't I give my children money? And the answer is I don't really have a lot to give. And not only that, but I feel like we do a lot of things together that cost money, gas, and all the things. Especially time. My presence, and I don't mean gifts, is more important than giving presents. Okay? Not only that, but I also can tell you right now, my boys don't go without, but it's really hard to buy for kids that are getting older. Okay? If you've had kids, you know between the ages of 10, 12, and 14, 15, 16 is pretty hard. Now, my little piggy, my youngest kid, is going to be 11, and he's starting that up. He's starting the change of how he wants to do things, what he wants. He doesn't want as many toys. And my oldest kid is going into high school, and everything that he wants is going to be $50 to $70. And it is in the form of video games, because that is what kids do. I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear that, but that is what kids do in 2025. They play video games. However, I am looking to buy some bikes for us as a family for next summer. I know I said that I was going to do it this year, but I'm not doing it this year because I've had many other things, including house projects, that need to be done first. Okay? But from time to time, I will splurge a little and I will pick up something for an upcoming birthday, because I really don't want to have to budget for it all at once. Okay? You can do the same thing with Christmas. Some people buy all year round, and that works for them, and that works for their budget. Some people already know what their kids want. Maybe their kids are little. Maybe they're in that toddler, grade school age where they are interested in toys. But things are changing and times are changing, so technology has kind of taken over. Okay? We don't have to like it, and I was definitely one of those kids climbing trees, riding bikes, playing in the dirt. I had a clubhouse. My parents built me a clubhouse out of scrap wood when I was a kid, but those times are gone, and I don't own this land that my house sits on, so I can't have things like a pool or a playground in my yard. Okay? So, as always, you can only do what you can with what you got, because it's all you have to work with. And I will see you guys in the next video, which is likely going to be either a Q&A or another day in a life. If you have any questions for me that are appropriate and nice, let me know in the comments down below, and I will create a list and you can ask us and we will do the Q&A. Bye, guys. Also, for those who are going to be like, you can put it towards the car repair. No, this is going back into house stuff that needs to be done, like getting some flooring done in the whole house. Also, have you ever heard of a thing called a goat head? They're all over our shoes and they will pop your bike tire, but they look a lot like this, and I'll pull a couple out of my shoe. I'm trying to get shade here by putting my head in the way, but these are goat heads. That's what we call them. That's what the whole neighborhood calls them. That's what the property management calls them, and all the things. Now, every one of us has these pokey, unkind, definitely stay for a long time, not a fun time, sticky, prickly little things that stick to your shoes from a plant that looks like it shouldn't be spawning these, because they have pretty little flowers on them. Okay? If you know what plant I'm talking about in my state of Oregon, and you know how to get rid of these plants, because I've tried it all, please let me know in the comments below. I've watched many videos and not all of those tactics work, and I'm sick and tired of pulling them out of my shoes and then poking me in the foot. And Violet, my dog, would appreciate it too.